Hi, my name is Dr. Campbell. Today I wanted to talk about how to respond to bad husband marriage advice. Bad marriage advice has ruined many relationships between a man and women. Men in particular seek advice to ensure continued happiness in their life and marriage. The problem is that much of the bad marriage advice is associated with individual experiences rather than fundamental principles. We find bad marriage advice in the article titled Advice from Dr. Marriage. In this article, a husband complains, and this is a quote, that my wife and I get along great, and yet she always seems slightly annoyed with me. What's up with that? What am I doing wrong? Dr. Marriage responded by stating, first, of course, you're doing something wrong. You're a guy married to a woman, and women are, and Dr. Marriage is not even kidding when he says this, superior in every way to men. Therefore, by definition, everything you are doing is wrong. I'm surprised you don't know that by now. I'm not even going to cover that. Dr. Marriage confirms his bad marriage advice by reflecting on a past conversation that he had with his wife. Dr. Marriage remembers the moment all too clearly. He was lying in the bed next to his wife when she said, I can't believe you did that. To which Dr. Marriage, who was puzzled since he didn't remember doing anything especially dumb that day, replied, did what? To which she replied, when you tried to use a rusty X-Acto blade to get the silver out of Henry's foot. Henry is their son. That wasn't rust, it was dirt. It was rust. He could have gotten tetanus. Oh, come on, replied. He'd been fine. He's a boy. Besides, he was 8 years old. Doesn't the statute of limitations ever run out with you? The first problem with Dr. Marriage's bad advice is the perspective of his wife. For her to bring up an incident that happened 8 years ago is an indication that his wife harbors anger. There have been studies showing anger in the brain disrupts the growth of new neurons, essential to sending messages and communicating with the rest of the body. Some known health problems associated with anger include depression, anxiety, sleeplessness, high blood pressure, risk of coronary disease, skin problems like increased acne, headaches and migraines, and finally, digestive irregularities. Ephesians 4:26 teaches us that we will become angry. However, as a response to the marriage advice, we are not to disobey God by sinning, and we are not to let the anger go before it has a dramatic, we are to let the anger go before it has a dramatic impact on our health. Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Ephesians 4:26. Dr. Marriage provides additional bad marriage advice. He contemplates that he has, quote, apologized for his stupidity. According to this bad marriage advice, it has saved a lot of squabbling, so much so that lately Dr. Marriage has been experimenting with a similar preemptive version of this philosophy. What he does every morning before getting out of bed is roll over to his wife and whisper, I'm sorry for every dumb thing I'm about to do or say today. Usually his wife just elbows him in the sternum, but he thinks it's eventually going to work or not. His bad advice is to get up in the morning and lie to his wife. Lying can only lead to distrust and eventually destroy the marriage. Distrust can spread through a marriage like a wildfire. What starts as a small ember of doubt can mushroom into a full blaze of distrust. The best way to prevent distrust from taking root is to proactively focus on building trust through team building. Husbands can focus on cooperation and interdependence in the marriage. In addition, instead of following this bad marriage advice, a husband should have discussions related to the right and moral behaviors in a marriage. This is Dr. Campbell. You can view this video entry as well as others on our website at www.advancedmarriagetraining.com. If you want to talk about it, of course, you can call me on my direct line, 856-566-3267. Have a great day, and thank you very much.